Aaron Rodgers is not worthy of another breath. And I think they kind of shot their proverbial wads in that game,
Yeah.
and they could not bounce back. I like Green Bay to win the division over Detroit.
That was nice.
That was a rich one. That was a saucy one.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back. Season 3 of the podcast is off to a rip-roaring start with a different kind of setup, fellas. How do you like it right now?
We don't have to hold the mics anymore.
Isn't it nice?
It's so nice.
We got pretty good though. You didn't hear much of that clanking and banging before.
No, just because you got to death grip those things.
And then your pinky goes numb and your thumb goes numb.
There's a couple times. I got to make sure other people are talking so I can do the transfer and make sure the little like rivet thing that's on the top. This is really inside baseball. People are signing up for this.
Oh yeah,
they're listening for this.
We might have to get ourselves like a little Velcro account or something, for that extra secret stuff that we delete.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
we put on there.
I like it.
Even that has to have another secret session.
You're right.
Get anywhere. Nope.
We're not doing
Those
it.
are deleted.
No secret sessions. We've had some secret sessions that.
Yeah, those are all deleted. I went through the memory card today and the extra.
That's probably for the best.
The external drive.
Thank God. Thank God.
Man.
He only stored all the ones that you said.
I was gonna say I'm sure the ones that I've.
He made one video. It's all just what you
One
said.
folder
it's just
of
me.
Matt bloopers, just constant Matt bloopers.
There's quite a few.
NFL preview, fellas. You guys excited? Football's starting back up.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It is a great time of the year.
Man.
It is. Have you guys been watching preseason or no?
No.
No.
You haven't caught any preseason
No,
games?
I have a life. No, I don't watch a lot of preseason. I read more about like preseason training camps, that kind of stuff, because I just don't know how much I'm like really getting from preseason when there are
Unless there's like a standout player that wasn't expected to play in the season.
sure
Comes out of nowhere, which doesn't happen.
That Washington preseason game I said I was going to watch the other night against the Bengals. Did not watch it. Actually, I watched the first drive, and it was great. But before we jump into the good old Washington Commanders and the Vikings, let's talk about it.
We're talking about expansion.
Baseball expansion.
But
There's
more
already so many freaking teams.
But more specifically, like what could the NFL do for expansion? So
okay.
It's been talked about a little bit this week.
Yep.
About Major League Baseball. One, they have a big media deal that's coming up, so MLB Network is probably going to be bought by the time that this comes out.
By who? ESPN?
By ESPN. And Apple TV is out, so they're not doing Friday Night Baseball, like all this kind of stuff. But on top of that, they're discussing expansion. So MLB has not expanded since 1998 for the Diamondbacks, and they have 30 teams, and they're looking to get to 32. They're looking to get into some other markets, and obviously there would need to be one, in the NL and the AL, whatever. But they're looking at some interesting destinations. What I've seen floated out is San Jose, Salt Lake City, Portland, or Vancouver for one team. So one team is going to end up there.
Say those one more time again.
San Jose, Salt Lake City, Portland, and Vancouver.
Okay.
The other one, which I would assume would be in the National League, would be Nashville, San Antonio, New Orleans, and Mexico City.
Okay. I got one off the top of my head where I think they should go.
But expansion has just been a big thing lately. I mean, we've seen it in NBA has always been talking about it. WNBA has literally just done it. NHL has recently done it. NFL hasn't expanded their teams since the Texans in 2002. Where do we think like the next couple teams could have some nice home bases?
One, you have to go Mexico City.
For football.
Oh yeah, we're not talking baseball. Yeah, we're talking football. We're talking football.
Yeah, for football. So for baseball, I agree with you. Mexico City and I think Vancouver would be two really good places. Or Portland. So. Just my 2 cents.
Okay.
Not another California team.
No, you don't need another California team.
Not another California team.
Let's talk football. You're right, because this is an NFL season preview, and we're going into that stuff. I would still probably go with Mexico City because football they're trying to make global. So that's why they're playing in Spain. That's why they're
trying.
playing
Mexico and Canada.
What?
Mexico and Canada then.
Mexico City and Toronto.
Toronto, yeah.
What would they call football up in Canada? Because don't they play a lot of soccer up there?
I do wonder what the
where?
the
In
conflict.
Canada.
That's
I-
hockey.
Well, it's hockey, but
I do wonder what the conflict would be with the CFL and having a team in
Oh, yeah.
Toronto or Vancouver or something
Can't
like that.
imagine they would totally deny an NFL.
the CFL will
Team,
be their
but-
AAA team, their feeder team.
Like, it's got to bring Toronto up some pretty good news if they were to
Yeah,
get a team.
absolutely. Yeah. And I mean, Toronto's a really good sports city too. I mean, between the
Yeah.
Raptors and the Blue Jays, like,
Mm-hmm.
they would. I think they would be able to support a team pretty well. One other one that I was thinking about, again, we got to avoid the Californias, the New Yorks, the Floridas, the Texases. Like,
I would agree.
all
Going
of
right in
those.
the middle of Iowa, aren't you?
No,
Bring on Iowa.
I think that would be really bad. No,
Oh,
we
you were
we,
saying South Dakota. Sorry.
we
No,
Brookings, South Dakota, baby.
North Dakota
Put 'em
needs a
in
little
there.
love.
5 fans.
Put them all the way up there.
No, I just think like, and again, you can't do a Green Bay situation, so you can't have. It's already going to be a small market, so you can't do that small of a market. But wouldn't it make kind of some sense to put it in like Birmingham, or like somewhere in Alabama, like somewhere like big SEC,
Yeah.
Schools or something like that. Like, maybe it makes sense in like a place where they really, really care about that kind of stuff.
I'd be
I
curious.
think Portland it would be a pretty good place for a football team too.
Yeah, I'd be
Yeah.
curious to, because the NFL can run statistics on all this stuff and do surveys and things. I'd be curious to see how much NFL football is watched down south in states that don't have an NFL football team.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oklahoma City.
I was thinking
Could
that
they-
one when you were
Could
building
they
up
be,
there.
maybe?
I thought you were going to say OKC for a second.
good.
I
But,
mean,
like,
just they
Al-
found some success in NBA. Maybe they're kind of a destination. I mean, I think Oklahoma would go.
You win a championship, you
crazy.
get a new team.
Yeah,
You get an NFL team.
Yeah.
man. But yeah, Alabama would be interesting. I think the SEC rules down there, especially in Alabama.
Sure.
So who knows? That'd be a spot.
Or you want to get crazy? Let's go West Virginia. You want to put them in some really strange places? How Salt Lake City?
Put them in the mountains. Put
Yeah,
'em-
why not?
That Salt Lake City, whoever owns all the teams up there, that young guy, he can probably buy another team.
Sure.
The
Why
dude's
not?
rich as hell.
Or again, if you want to do the whole international thing, put one in Toronto, put one in Mexico City. Toronto's in the NFC, Mexico City is in the AFC, whatever. And then reap the rewards of the incredible money you're going to make off of it.
I was just gonna say, if they're expanding, I bet they are going to expand to. They're going to put one in another country, Mexico or Canada.
I mean,
I would say.
I feel like they have to go the Canada route if they can. Like, it'd be just. I mean,
Yeah.
Mexico City, like, have they even played a game in Mexico?
They
Yeah.
did.
They did last year, right?
They did They've
2
done
years
it
ago.
a couple times.
A couple times now? Okay.
And what I remember is one game the smog was so horrible, and the other game was Kyler Murray blew his knee out because the field was in
Oh,
really
he did?
bad shape.
Yeah.
That wasn't the game where they had to
Encouraging.
not wear certain colors, right? That was in Brazil, wasn't
That was
it?
Brazil, yeah.
That was Brazil.
That was
last
Eagles
year.
and
Packers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 2 green teams, and wasn't it green one of the... Was green a problem color? I don't
Green
remember
was
what
a
it
problem
is.
color.
I
Yeah,
think
you couldn't wear
yes,
green.
Yes, I think green was the problem color.
But it was something to do with like football clubs down there. I don't think it was to do with something other than that, but who knows? I don't know.
I don't know.
It would be
Maybe that's what they said.
It would be a shame if they're like, we're gonna put one in London. I just can't
Yeah.
imagine that ever working.
But you
man.
know that's at least come across the table.
Oh yeah. Look how many
course,
games
but-
they're playing this year overseas. They're playing
way too many.
Spain, London, Germany, Munich, I think, isn't it?
And they're
But
playing.
you'd have to have
they're playing in
players that
Dublin
want
as
to
well.
come and
Dublin, yeah.
Yeah.
like
And some
live
teams are
in
staying
2
there for 2
locations.
weeks.
Well, the Vikings are.
Oh, they are. I didn't know that.
Two of their home games.
I'm gonna have to get up at
are
8
in
a.m.
Dublin, and then the next week is in
Yep.
London. So they're just staying.
I'm gonna have to get up at 8 a.m. and watch that game.
It'll be worth it. Have a nice little coffee.
Well,
Bloody
Washington's
Mary.
playing in Spain, I
Mimosa.
think.
whatever you need.
In Spain.
I think they are.
Oh, all right.
I need to. Don't quote
Washington,
me
you
on
said?
that. I thought the Commanders were playing in Spain,
Possibly.
but don't quote me on that. So I don't know. I like those areas. What are some like real oddball places? I know you named a few. But, like,
Lincoln.
Lincoln, Nebraska.
Could you imagine a foot?
I mean,
think
that
I think
would
they
be-
might support it.
Yeah, actually, that
Maybe.
know?
Not that terrible of
Like,
an
it's-
idea if you're
it's
going to
not
put it
that
somewhere that
bad.
has like nothing else.
Sure. Or again, well, I
Besides
guess
college, obviously.
Virginia, or maybe like a Connecticut.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island would be really tough.
Yeah.
That would be really, really tough.
Puerto Rico. Make them fly to the island every time.
Puerto Rico would be a fascinating one. That would be a tough one to have. I don't know. I don't think the NFL will expand anytime soon.
No.
The revenues are just off the freaking charts right now.
Yeah.
They don't need the expansion money coming in or anything like that. It's not like the WNBA. It's not like baseball where in NHL where they're all desperate for a little bit more money every single year. NFL will probably stay the same. Again, like I think it would be really, and they can't just add one team
No.
because they
wouldn't
did
make
that the
sense.
last time when they introduced the Panthers and the Texans. So they did the Panthers one year, and then like a couple years later they did the Texans.
It was a
Don't
poor
do
idea.
that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. It doesn't make any sense. It kind of hurts my brain when you do stuff like that. Don't like that. Or how about this? They move a team, move an NFL team from where they are to a new location.
Just don't move the Vikings.
What team would you move though?
That's a great question.
Actually, don't move anyone in the Midwest. That would kind of just ruin.
Who would want to move? I think all the teams right now are in great markets for their just situation.
Yeah, I mean, there's like an easy one of like the Browns or something like that. But they've already been through this fiasco before.
Yeah.
And I just don't think you could do it. Carolina, I feel like maybe they could. Like, they could probably move. But they're such a new franchise. I think all the Texas teams are pretty embedded. It would be really hard. Arizona.
They're going to move Dallas for
Arizona,
sure.
maybe. Like
Here you
that
go.
kind of
The
thing.
NFL has
They're going to move Dallas to Oklahoma City, baby.
7 regular season games across 5 countries: Brazil, Ireland, UK, Germany, and Spain.
Damn.
Yep. Breakdown of the schedule: Brazil, September 5th, Kansas City Chiefs against Los
Chargers.
Angeles Chargers.
Yep. It's week 1.
Ireland, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, which is September 28th, week 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the United Kingdom. You have then the Vikings are playing in the UK against Cleveland Browns.
Mm-hmm.
And then Denver versus the Jets in London. There's 3 games in London. Los Angeles Rams are going back overseas to play Jacksonville. Man, Germany, Atlanta, and Indianapolis. And then Spain, Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins. November 16th. That's nuts.
I really want to know what the revenue like bump is for doing stuff like this. Because if I was a player and a coach,
Our game
I'd be
makes
so
sense.
pissed. Sure.
Like, throw the Browns over there while we're playing.
Well,
them.
the Browns
Like,
and Jaguars are
dragging
just
some
And the
money that
Vikings
no
are
one
staying
else
for
cares
2
about.
weeks.
yeah, that sucks.
Well, it sucks, but it doesn't suck. I would rather go there for 2 games and get
Yeah.
acclimated to
Yeah.
the situation, imagine if it's like I didn't see if it was Sunday night, Thursday night, or whatever, but imagine if it was like a quick turnaround game. You
Yeah.
play on Sunday,
they're never
you
gonna
need
do
to
that,
fly and go Thursday,
Even
fly
if,
over.
if they made a team out there, they'd pretty much have to do like, oh, you're going to go your whole season of away games first, and then you're going to go
Yeah,
home for the rest of your
they
season.
would have to.
They would never be able to support it.
No.
It would just never work.
There is a team, it's the Chargers, I think, that are flying just an absurd amount of miles this year when it comes to traveling to all their games, which is nuts. So,
Yeah, that's why they're going to stink.
expansion.
Ooh.
Yep, there it is.
The Timberwolves were pretty good when they were doing a lot of
Oh.
traveling.
Yeah, well,
Did you say the Timberwolves?
Yeah. They had to travel a
the
ton.
Timberwolves are in a bad spot. They're
Yep.
in Minnesota and they're in the West.
Yeah.
They're in a bad spot.
Yep.
They got to go all over the place
That's
to get
why
to
we need
there.
that.
20 minutes in,
that's the
guys, and we've gotten to
expansion we need.
Minnesota.
Yes.
20 minutes in, and we've gotten to the Minnesota
All right,
Timberwolves
all right.
Well,
talk.
still expansion.
No more basketball talk, but basketball coming
October
back
5th.
in a month.
October 5th.
Yeah.
Like a month and a half or
And
something.
then the
like
question
that.
will be basketball expansion.
Oh, my gosh. I love it. Let's jump into the NFL. What do we got? What do you got, Matt?
I feel like we got to hit some storylines here.
Let's what are the big ones?
I mean, the biggest one of all,
Is
and correct me if I'm wrong here, but can Philly repeat? Or I guess
Yes.
a better,
Can they? Yes.
I guess a better question
Can they?
is,
Yeah, probably.
are you going to pick anybody else?
Not
Especially
as
to
my
come,
favorite
especially to
to-
come out of the NFC. Like who are the other suitors that are going to be able to line up?
Lions,
Okay, the Lions. That's
which
fun.
But we see
Yeah.
the same thing happen every year.
Right, right. Like and this is the recency bias thing of the last football game that I watched last year was the frickin' Eagles stomping the Chiefs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's just etched into my brain. Like I can't unsee the Eagles absolutely decimating the Chiefs and me winning money because I gambled and I actually won.
Yeah.
Even though Sam tried to retcon that. Yeah, I know. You were. I don't think you were there yet. She was trying to say that I was a failure at gambling, and for the most part, I am. However, the Super Bowl, I made some decent money. Anyways.
Well, that reminds me. You sent me all those bet options, and I immediately went, no.
Okay, that's
I'm just
fine.
kidding.
That's
For our viewers, Matt,
loser.
Matt
I'll
sent-
share my bets here.
Matt sent a whole note. He'll share them later. He sent the whole note with all his bet options.
That's right.
Where were you, Trevor? Iowa?
Iowa.
Yeah.
Because gambling is not legal here.
It wasn't
Because
one or two bets. It was a whole folder.
The fascists are taking over.
There
But
was-
like,
I thought there was going to be more than that.
I think you got to think of.
disappointed.
I think one thing that I'm thinking about for Philly is they had such an amazing year of health. Like,
Yeah.
It's true.
people did not miss a lot of time. Their defense was way better than anyone could have thought. All they had to do was run the ball, and Saquon, obviously, Offensive Player of the Year last year. Can they replicate that? Because especially when you only
Sure.
lose like Kellen Moore as your offensive coordinator.
But you can't assume injuries. So, like,
Yeah, right,
assuming no
right.
injuries, yes, they totally can.
Like, there's no reason why this team is not going to be the top overall seed.
Correct.
They're going to be there. Yeah.
I mean, they could
would
be the
agree.
2 again, but they would still win.
And again, it's such a lame pick. But like, I don't see past it. And this is the same thing. I will talk about the other team that was in the Super Bowl last year, like the Kansas City Chiefs. Last year, famously, I said over and over and over again until the Super Bowl that I'm not going to bet against Patrick Mahomes because he killed me a couple years ago when he beat the 49ers in overtime of that Super Bowl. But I just felt like something was way off because, like, the Chiefs last year, they were 11-1 in one-score games.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that the Vikings did a couple years ago. You remember that with Kirk Cousins?
It was
where
fun.
Yeah.
It was stressful.
It
but
was
fun.
It was stressful every single week. I was very, very stressed. But, like, I can't unsee how badly they played in that Super Bowl. Like,
But if you're
I
about to
can't
say you're going to
stop
doubt
thinking
on
about
them,
it.
oh my goodness, you're going to make a mistake here
But
again.
that's the problem. So we're going to be lame. We're going to be lame, and we're going to say they
I
are
can
the
see-
favorites to come out of the NFC and the AFC.
Oh, I don't know about the favorites
okay.
for the
All right.
Chiefs.
Okay.
But I will not doubt that they'll make it far.
like Casey's defense got a little shakier. Like they've missed some guys.
Or are you talking
whatever.
about end of season or playoff run here?
We're talking-
all the way
we're
to
talking
Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl.
Talking about Super Bowl here.
We're
Then,
going.
yeah, see,
we're
the problem
going
is otherwise
big
I'd say the
first.
Ravens, and then all of a sudden they're going to be toasting the playoffs because they just don't know how to make it through.
Yeah, right. So I guess again, Philly. It seems like the road is extremely clear.
Yes.
Like division winners. I think you could just lock it in right now that they're going to make the NFC Championship game at the
Taylor
bare minimum.
didn't even make a comment about his team.
Not yet. He's
He
holding
has no
on to
faith.
It.
The Commanders?
Yeah.
He's holding
Not
on
right
to
now.
It.
Have
He
you
asked
have
who
you
could
been
beat the Eagles.
Have you been watching them?
He's holding on to it.
I know it's the preseason, but have you been watching them? Probably not. Don't worry, I'll fill you in. Continue, Matt.
But it's just that thing of Patrick Mahomes is the second coming of Satan. We thought we'd have a little bit more time between Tom Brady retiring and this guy taking over. But Satan is alive and well in the NFL, and he lives in Kansas City.
He just switched bodies.
Right. But Satan came to collect his due in the Super Bowl. So has he made another deal with the devil to be able to perform again this year? Like, Rashee Rice is going to get suspended at some point this year. Like he is.
No, he is.
He is. Hollywood Brown is
Yeah.
already injured. Xavier Worthy, I really, really like him. But,
Yep.
like,
Yeah.
I got to see something more than speed
He's the
out of
super
him.
super fast guy, right?
Yes,
He's
I-
like Tyreek Hill
4-2,
2.0.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
this is the year where you might see something out of him, though. We'll see.
I
Time
hope
will
so.
tell.
Travis Kelce.
You saw something early out of him last year, but then he kind of just went. "Meep."
Well,
right.
that was the
He-
speed aspect, though. We need to
Yeah.
see more than the
Oh,
speed.
It was
yeah.
it was riding a wave.
I got you.
I need to know that he can actually run a route.
Yeah.
Play
like-
play football.
Play football. So
Yeah.
Travis Kelce had a bit of a down year, didn't play all that well in the playoffs and the Super Bowl and everything like that. It's not a Taylor Swift thing. I'm not going to say it's that. He's old. He's freaking old.
He is.
And
36?
guess what? Right. And if-
36,
And
yeah.
if he would have won this, if they would have won the Super Bowl last year, that man would have retired
He would have been done.
right then and
Yeah,
there
yeah.
on the field. But he wanted to come back.
he would have been
Fine.
Taylor Swift's tour manager from here on out.
But like,
Probably get paid more, but that's okay.
what are we getting from the Chiefs? But you don't want to bet against them.
Correct.
You don't want to say, this is where they lost a step, and this is how they will actually lose.
I think you're getting the same exact
Well,
Chiefs as
it's-
last year.
How they should is the key part.
Right.
They
right.
should.
But they have these
Doesn't mean they
magical
will.
spells over the Ravens and the Bills, and beat the crap out of them every single time. Or actually, not even beat the
Well,
crap.
the only people
They
who have
barely
spells
win.
against them have no spells against anyone else, which is
That's
the
true.
Bengals.
That's true. And the Bengals.
I kind of want to jump on the Bengals bandwagon.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Not like full jump. I want them to succeed because they
Well,
have a
yeah,
squad.
I want them to
they have
succeed,
they have a high-powered
but-
offense that didn't do much last year at all.
the Bengals
Well, their
are my,
offense did. Their their defense didn't stop anybody.
Yeah, I guess.
Here's the problem with the Bengals. Bengals are my AFC team. I love them.
Yeah.
I love them. They're the most ridiculously organized team from top to bottom, to the fact that they have Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, who should be 1-1 in your like quarterback wide receiver rank.
Who's their other wideout?
T. Higgins.
Yeah.
So throw T. Higgins in there. He should be really, really solid. Their offensive line is ass. It is complete ass. They have
It's
no
been for
tight
several
ends.
years.
And they don't invest in it because the owner is a cheapskate, which
Mm-hmm.
is why Trey Hendrickson, who had almost 20 sacks last year, is not with the team.
He had-
Is still requesting a trade.
I thought he had 30, but didn't he?
He had like 19.
sacks?
Yeah.
Oh, I was way off on that number. I thought he had more. I thought him
No.
and JJ or him and TJ were up there.
No,
With a bunch.
he led the league in sacks last
Oh,
year.
okay. Got you.
They had the Shamar Stewart stuff where he was a first-round pick who didn't sign for the longest time because the freaking Bengals didn't want to sign him. They have no secondary. They have no front seven. The Bengals overall, I'm going on a little bit of a Bengals tangent.
Yeah, you are.
here.
I like it.
apologize.
I love it.
But like, they're so disappointing to me. They're so disappointing because Joe Burrow will throw for over 4,000 yards, 40 touchdowns. Jamar Chase will probably be like an Offensive Player of the Year candidate again,
Another triple crown.
and they will not make the playoffs.
You don't think so?
No.
No.
And we can get to that later.
I can't remember. Did they make the
They
playoffs
make
last
the
year?
playoffs, they won't go anywhere.
They
though.
sure did not.
No. Yeah, because it came down to the very last game.
It sure
Yeah.
did.
And they needed help from other teams.
Yep.
Was
I
it
got you.
Pittsburgh that snuck in, right?
It was Pittsburgh
Yeah.
that snuck in.
Obviously, Pittsburgh snuck in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8-8, whatever.
Pittsburgh just knows how to
Stupid-ass
sneak
Pittsburgh.
into
They
the
just know
playoffs
what to
all
do.
the time.
But focusing on actual teams that are going to be in this AFC race. I know you like the Bengals. I like the Bengals.
Yep.
It's not going to happen. Bills and Ravens. How did they take the leap? Because you think, okay, Lamar's got 2 MVPs. Josh Allen has an MVP from last year.
They only need a leap at one particular
One
time
team.
frame.
One
They
team.
don't even need a
All they have to do is leap. And here's part of the problem what I think that happened last year. Those two found each other in the divisional round, which was the best game of the entire playoffs is when those teams faced off.
Ravens and Bills.
And I think they kind of shot their proverbial wads in that game,
Yeah.
and they could not bounce back. Same thing Vikings and Lions did in the last game, where the Vikings got killed in the first round of the playoffs, and the Lions got beat up by Tampa that very next week.
Oh, okay.
In the
I thought you were
playoffs.
saying the Vikings beat up the Lions. I'm like, did you watch?
No. That's quite the opposite, my
Yeah.
dear boy. But like, what are they going to do? Like, I'm waiting so long to see.
They just need to
What's
show up
gonna
the
actually
right
happen?
day. That's it. That's all it takes.
That's
Like,
that's any professional team though. You can show up on any day.
But
Really?
they have. But
sure, but like they're going to be in a position to win because they're going
Yeah.
to win their games in the regular season.
No, you're right. You're right.
It's just that time when they meet the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Do they limp through the regular season, get to the playoffs, and just wreck people instead
See,
of doing
that's
the
our
opposite,
strategy. They
Right.
can't steal our strategy.
wrecking people, and then playing that one game and then limping the rest of the way?
that's a troublesome part because like, and especially the Bills, very disappointed in how their offseason went. They re-signed James Cook. I think that's great. He had 18 touchdowns last year.
yeah, he looked good.
He was, oh God, he was so great last year on my fantasy football team. More on fantasy a little bit later. Khalil Shakur, like, he got more comfortable in the role of wideout. Amari Cooper did not work. Keon Coleman did not work. Dalton Kincaid is supposed to be a breakout tight end. I've never seen it. That dude can't even do pass protection, so he's never going to be able to get on the field. They invested in the most often injured defensive guys that I have ever seen.
Who'd they bring in?
Well, Joey Bosa won.
Oh, did they really? Oh yeah, they
sure
did.
did.
They
That
can
was
keep him
early.
healthy, though.
They
That
have-
was an early pull.
They have a ton of other guys on that defense that are already injured
Joey Bosa.
or were injured severely last year that they are banking on to fill in
How old
starter
is
spots.
Bosa?
Not that old, man.
He's got to be
Really?
like 30. He's got to be my age.
No, man.
Yeah,
Your age?
33?
38?
Yeah. Yeah, 38. I
No,
aged a lot this summer, guys.
I bet he's like 27 years old.
Bosa? All right.
Really?
I bet he's pretty young.
All right.
But like the Bills, what are you doing? You're missing your window here. You did not bring in a solid wide receiver for Josh Allen here.
Does he need it? He's just going to rush for all his touchdowns.
Well, right.
Yeah.
So Josh Allen is
Josh
going to have
Allen's
to
a
play
tank.
better than he did last year, and he won
Without getting
MVP.
hurt, yeah.
He's 30.
He's 30.
Joey
Okay.
Bosa.
All right. So he's 1 year younger than two of us in this room.
You're right.
Gotcha. And then it just goes back to the Ravens. You obviously know what you got from Derrick Henry. Absolute dog, beast. Had him on my fantasy football team last year too. Love that man to death. But they signed DeAndre Hopkins to play wide receiver for this team. Zay Flowers does not appear to be able to play wide receiver for the Baltimore Ravens. Isaiah Likely's already injured.
No, he lost me about $400 last year.
Exactly.
Well, he played like
Absolutely
3 good weeks, and then as soon as Taylor
and then
bet on
he
him, there he
stopped
went.
playing.
Yep.
Mark Andrews was literally dropped from most leagues in the first 5 weeks because he had zeros. No catches.
He
Oh,
also looked
that's
at
not
it a
yards.
little while before that bomb of a game where
But also
Good catch.
he's the one who dropped the touchdown pass
Yep.
that would have won them the game in the divisional round.
Yep.
So Kansas City didn't get, I would say, better. Baltimore, I wouldn't say got better. Buffalo didn't get better. Bengals didn't get better.
So no one in that area got better.
So the AFC
It's
just
all Broncos.
AFC just kind of felt stagnant. Well, right. So
Bo
like
Nix.
the Broncos,
go.
if you want to talk about some
Bo Nix was on a heater at the end of last year.
Yeah, I hope he continues that. That'd be awesome.
If you want to talk about some sleeper AFC teams that could possibly sneak in, I still feel like those three are kind of the crown jewel of the
they
AFC.
just missed
but
it because of the Pittsburgh stuff too, right? They were right
Yeah.
in that mix too.
no, Denver got in.
Oh, they did get in.
Yeah, Denver.
Denver,
Yeah, yeah.
Denver
Who did they
got
play
in.
in the first round?
They got their butts kicked.
I don't remember.
I think it might have
who
been
was.
Buffalo,
Oh,
Baltimore,
okay.
something like that. But so just in general, it feels like this will be a fun year, but it won't be a crazy year.
Agreed.
I want to jump to a couple storylines.
Before you do that, with what you just said, it sounds like it's kind of be the same as last year, and we talked about this as a little bit before we got on the mics. Could we see the same thing out of a lot of these teams, just in a different way? I know schedules are different, and some people have harder schedules and easier schedules.
I think
But
that's
you
exactly what to expect.
But
this
you
year.
just said not a lot of these teams changed. So
No.
is it going to be the same fun, high-scoring football, and then they get to the playoffs, and then they start playing teams, and it's like, oh, here we go.
are
It's
you
be terrible
gonna
for us.
convince me
Yeah.
the Texans take a step up?
No,
That's fine, but it's not. They're not. It's not going to be that significant.
No.
Everybody in the AFC South, Jaguars, the Titans, those teams, the Colts. The Colts are a complete mess. There's no team.
What do you mean? They got what's his name starting, baby?
Stop
So
it,
who
man.
did make the best
Daniel
moves in your
Jones.
opinion then?
Well, probably Denver. They beefed up their defense. They brought in a lot of guys on defense. I think year 2 Bo Nix is going to be a lot of fun. I hate to give praise to Sean Payton because I actually think he might be Satan. I know I've said a lot of satanic things
Satan's
related to
already
quarterbacks,
all- yeah.
but I do think Sean Payton might actually be Lucifer himself. But they've really figured out some stuff on their team.
Yeah.
And I think they've got a solid shot to probably win the division, honestly.
Yeah.
If KC takes a step back, let's say, and they go whatever, they win 10 games, 10-7. I think Denver could get in there at 11, 12 wins, something like that. Leapfrog it. I don't know what they're
going to be the new team to lose to the Chiefs eventually in the
well, right.
playoffs.
So last year, the big crazy teams that had big turnarounds from the year before were the Commanders and the Vikings. There's always a lot of turnover in playoff teams from one year to the next year.
Mm-hmm.
Teams have years from hell, injuries, trades, free agents, whatever, bad drafts, bad coaching changes, all that kind of stuff. Who are some candidates from this year that are going to be
Sleepers?
right? So holy crap, I can't believe the Broncos have won 13 games, or I can't believe The Texans have won 12 games.
What do you think of Pittsburgh?
I think Pittsburgh is a pile of shit.
Let me feed you guys
So
these
do you
4
think
teams.
Aaron Rodgers will be useless there.
I need to address this, man.
Do you want that now? Yeah, go for it.
I need to address
I'll give
this,
you
man.
2 minutes.
Aaron Rodgers is not worthy of another breath. He
That
is
doesn't
not
mean
worthy.
that he won't do good there. So you
He
didn't
will
answer the
not do
question.
good.
Okay.
The Steelers' offensive line stinks. He is
Yeah.
dealing with some, aside from DK Metcalf, a very, very young wide receiver core and running back core.
Which he probably hates because he hates.
Historically,
inexperienced wideouts.
he hates that.
Yeah.
He has a lot of problem with that.
Yep.
We saw it in the Jets last year. And guess what? I knew the Jets thing wasn't going to work. He obviously got hurt in that first game, his first year there. Last year, he stunk. He was legitimately bad. I understand that Pittsburgh was stuck in a place of like, what do you do? Do you bring in Aaron Rodgers? Do you try to draft some guy and trade up? Do you bring in Kirk Cousins? Whatever. I understand. Sam Darnold was on his way to Seattle pretty quickly. They did this to keep up their 9-8 record, their freaking borderline ass team,
And make the playoffs.
and make the playoffs. And no, I don't. I think that team is going to be remarkably bad.
So here
Remarkably.
are your other 4 sleepers. So ESPN's got Denver at 7 in their power rankings.
Okay.
And then the other sleepers they have right now are Washington. And the main reason they say is if they can figure out their O-line, they'll be able to have a little bit more potential of protecting Jaden and doing some other things.
Is that really a sleeper, though?
You being the Washington guy, how can a team that was in the NFC Championship game last year be a sleeper?
That's what I'm
this
wondering,
year?
yeah.
They have a lot of injuries right now.
Sure, but they're not... Like, everyone already
And they-
expected them to be...
They
as
brought
good as
in
last
they
year,
brought
I
in Laramie
guess.
Tunsil, which is an older vet for the O-line.
He's older than you.
I know.
Yeah.
They drafted the kid out of Oregon, he's had a decent preseason, but nothing special. The wideout, they can't figure their wideout situation out. Like they don't have what's his name, McLaurin. He's doing his whole holdout pup list thing because he
Yeah.
wants a $33 million contract as a 30-year-old. Like I don't think he's going
Come
to get
on.
that.
Hold on. You really don't think he's worth that?
Well, and let's jump into the Washington thing since we're on it.
Okay.
I was going to propose this question to you guys. So the big thing from some podcasts that I've listened to, Commander-wise, just straight Commander stuff,
This is Commander's Corner brought to you by FedEx.
brought to you by FedEx and Hams, if you guys are still listening. But
And
you weren't
Hams.
listening much
Yeah.
last year. But if you want to listen again this year, season 3, in this day and age, are these guys looking for legacy or are they looking for the bag? And here's how I'm going to put that. McLaurin, he's top 3 and could be higher in receivings, touchdowns, and like yards by the time he's done in Washington. So do you take your $18 to $22 million and live out your days with a really good quarterback, Jaden Daniels, slinging the ball to you, possibly scoring 13 touchdowns? He did that last year. Or is he ruining that legacy and that reputation by holding out, causing a ruckus, throwing things off with the wideout room, and now looking for a bunch of money that not a lot of 30-year-old quarterbacks, not a lot of 30-year-old wideouts are going to get? What are your thoughts on that?
Everyone in the NFL now.
Could I
Unfortunately.
offer
I
an
think it is.
alternative specifically to Terry McLaurin?
Yeah.
I view this as hazard pay. That dude had the worst quarterbacks
Yeah.
for so many years.
Oh, for sure.
And was still balling out. And honestly, I feel like you owe him. Washington, not you personally.
Hey,
I don't-
if I could
I
pay
don't
him,
think-
I would throw some in there.
I don't think Taylor
I'd
should
be
be,
a donor.
responsible for paying the $33 million. I think it's hazard
I think
pay.
we need to take a vote on that.
I just think he busted his ass for that team for so many years.
Yeah.
And he's a great story. Like he wasn't a high draft pick or
Yeah.
anything like that. Like he has had to deal with some like serious crap there.
He was second behind Jamar Chase last year in touchdown receptions.
Right.
At 13.
I think he's a proven guy, and I think in this wide receiver economy, you have to have a Terry McLaurin on your team, and you can't waste Jaden Daniels' rookie contract potential right now.
And he has enough years left. He's not that old that like you actually will get some more
Right.
production out of him. So
So this is kind of the similar thing of like what's going on with Micah Parsons and Trey Hendrickson and like
Yeah.
those guys, whatever.
Yep.
I won't say exactly the same because, again, I think Terry McLaurin has earned that money and has earned the right to hold out. I don't think the same for really Micah Parsons and Trey Hendrickson.
Michael Parsons is finishing up his rookie contract, right?
Right.
And then Trey Hendrickson's been around.
He was with the Saints. He had a really good year last year. He's been good for that Bengals defense and
Okay.
whatever. It just seems like it would be better for Trey Hendrickson to not be a member of the Bengals going
Yeah.
forward. But, like, if Washington trades Terry McLaurin,
They better get something.
I mean, you better get an
better get
absolute
a-
boatload of stuff.
Yeah.
Because you're
And
putting,
a wideout better be one of those guys.
right. So you're putting Jaden Daniels at some serious risk right now. To like, you brought in Deebo Samuel. Okay, you brought in Lardass,
Which has
fine.
looked really good in the preseason.
That's fine.
But he's
I've
just
seen
going to
him
be
play
that.
enough.
He's just going to be that
Yeah.
kind of third option slot.
Right.
Just run out there 5 yards, catch something, and try to make something happen.
his
That's
last
what
couple of seasons he's been out a lot too.
he's been hurt. Yeah.
Right. I will say for Deebo, he had pneumonia last year. That's a little
That's
different
tough.
than like the regular injuries and stuff. But like,
Well, yeah, no, but even the season before that, he had quite a bit going on.
yes, he always has a lot of issues going on, especially around the midsection.
So that's the big talk
Yeah.
around Terry when it comes to some of these beat reporters and writers and podcast guys that are just covering Washington over and over and over again. Half of them are saying, hey, go chase your bag. You deserve it. Washington should pay you because what you just said.
So I guess essentially I am saying your first point. I'm
Okay.
more in favor of
Yeah.
your first point than your second point.
And then the other one is, no, live it up for legacy. Get into the Ring of Honor there.
Right.
Possibly do other things. Like, yeah, so.
Or do both.
Or do both. Yeah. From my
He should do both.
I think
He
they should
get-
pay him.
He should get both.
I think they should pay him.
I think Jaden Daniels, if he had a little more cachet to him,
Mm-hmm.
would just go up to that new ownership group and be like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Which Joe Burrow did this offseason.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud demanded more offensive play. The CJ Stroud story that I read a couple days ago about how now he can call audibles is fucking crazy to me. Excuse my language.
Really?
That's nuts that he has not been able to control the offense like that
Dang.
until this year. Like, those quarterbacks have to go in and ask for that stuff. Aaron Rodgers is a complete prick,
Well, he just
but he
ruined the
had
Jets.
to do that stuff. Like, he had to go in there and basically demand, like, this is what I need to be able to succeed.
Yeah.
Whether he was right or wrong.
And guess what? Jaden Daniels is going to get pushed into that position if they don't figure out this Terry McLaurin thing.
Yeah.
Honest to God,
And they could be losing Robinson, too. Robinson's either going to get waived or he's going to get traded.
it's okay.
I know it's okay.
It's okay.
They got he likes to go by the name of Bill.
Yeah, going
What,
from
Jacoby Merritt. No.
yeah,
Jacoby Conley Merritt or something like that to Bill.
going to Bill from that first name. But like
And he's looked really good this offseason, though,
Right.
or this preseason. So
right. And I just think in general for Washington, and I don't have them going to the playoffs. Like, I have them out of the playoffs. I think there are teams that can easily leapfrog them.
Well, their schedule is also going to be a major challenge.
Right.
They're
So,
facing a
like-
much tougher schedule. They have a primetime game in Spain. They have a lot of quick turnaround games.
Yep.
They're playing a lot of primetime games. I have them at 10-7
Sure.
with potentially going 11-6. I give him a 50% chance. I give him 50-50. I give him 50% chance to make the playoffs.
If they get the record you're saying, I think they're
You would
right.
think they would make it. Yeah.
This year for the NFC, I have San Fran in and Atlanta in, so that would take out Washington, and then it would also take out the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Atlanta was another one of those sleeper teams that ESPN put up there.
Yeah, so I don't want to get off Commander's Corner.
Let me finish up with Commander's Corner. The big thing we talked about last year was the O-line, right?
Yep.
And that's the big thing. And the only promising thing that they've really shown, especially against the Bengals, but also Bengals didn't have that Hendrickson guy rushing. So they really didn't have too much to deal with. Their first drive was 74 yards, all run plays. Deebo Samuel went for 19 on a little screen pass or an end around. And then Eckler went for 48 yards on a run. And then Daniels ran in a little 14-yarder. But he's still scrambling out of the pocket so soon.
Sure.
And everything that I've looked at and everything that I've seen and watched, we're still not giving the guy time to sit back and read defenses and read wideouts going anywhere. I think we're still going to struggle with that. But Daniels is athletic enough to move out of the pocket, get to where he wants to get. And the other big thing that they've been saying all year is he's been able to make better throws on the run. And he could do that last year. So I'm trying to figure out how he's getting better at that. But
That was like the big thing
that was his thing.
with.
He had to last year. He had to scramble and
just
launch it.
making better reads and
Yeah.
like actually running plays that
Yep.
support that kind of movement. Like
Yeah.
I think that's a really big part of it. But I just think that they've got an incredibly tough schedule. They've got a bad defense. They've got a bad offensive line. I think last year was catching lightning in a bottle quite a bit, and they got pretty lucky
Yeah.
in their playoff run.
Yep.
And I just don't have the faith in them.
All right.
I don't have the faith in them this year.
We'll see. Any preseason, basketball preseason, freaking football preseason, you can't judge anything off of preseason.
No.
They're 0-2 right now. They got absolutely stomped by the New England Patriots. They've had a lot of defensive guys hurt.
So I take that back. You
so-
can. If the Vikings go undefeated in the preseason, you are screwed.
You are absolutely screwed.
What do you mean, you're not putting the house on them?
No.
No.
Speaking of that,
They didn't go undefeated.
I feel like we got to talk about the NFC North because that
Yep,
was
go for it.
the most competitive division in football last
And
year.
it will continue.
All
And
teams had what, 11-plus wins?
Not the Bears.
Yeah.
So Lions were 15-2.
Okay.
Vikings were 14-3.
Yep.
Packers were 11-6, and the Bears are 5-12.
And we're going to beat the crap out of each other again.
I was going to say, so we're all kind of expecting this to be what it is this year, right? Like,
Yeah.
this is going to roll. Now, the one caveat I'm going to throw into this is I like Green Bay to win the division over Detroit. Because,
That's
Someone's
bold.
getting wild.
That's
okay,
bold.
okay. So hear me out. Hear me out. Let's hear me out.
How much of that did you have?
I've only had half of this beer. The Lions lost 7 coaches.
Yeah.
7 coaches.
Did they
It's gonna
really?
be a little bit of
Yes.
a disaster, but
Dang.
They lost. So Aaron Glenn obviously went to the Jets. Ben Johnson went to the Bears.
Yeah.
Their assistants were decimated by both of these guys and New England.
Okay.
Like they cleaned out all these Detroit guys. I love Dan Campbell. I love him. Is it going to be the fluke of he had 2 great coordinators underneath of him, and that's why they were successful, or is he really just like Midwest Bill Belichick?
but there's also they just have some extreme talent too.
They do.
On the offensive side for sure.
Right. On the defensive side, it gets a little more shaky.
A little dicey, yeah.
I mean, obviously, no one here is going to say, "Yeah, they're going 15-2 again." Like
no,
that's
not what I was trying to say.
that's obviously like I think there's just a regression built into this. For the Packers, I really feel like going to Brazil to start the first game, Jordan Love getting hurt, and then never recovering for the rest of the season.
I just don't think Jordan Love's going to pan out as exciting as you seem to think he must.
It pains me to say this. I really like this Packers team. I really like this team to be the second seed.
If they
in
can
the
just
NFC.
run down people's throat like they did last year, and that's all they do, and it's successful. Yeah,
Josh,
Okay,
I
what
love
do you-
Josh
what do you do
Jacobs,
about it?
so I'm a little. I can't quit Josh Jacobs. I love that man. They improved their offensive line.
Yeah, but he was offensive line, and him were the offense. That was it.
Right. Jordan Love not injured. Matthew Golden
don't
drafted. Their defense is more solid, and honestly, I've seen some
They
Micah
lost
Parsons.
their corners. couple.
Yes. Well, they were kind of stinky.
Power rankings right now, they have Detroit at 5. They have Green Bay at 6. They have the Vikings at 11 after the Commanders,
Okay.
just saying.
Well,
And then I'm not even going to keep scrolling on ESPN to see where the Bears are because they're probably at the bottom.
no, they're probably going to stink again.
Yeah.
But I love this Packers team. I love their options. I think they are going to be much more explosive and dynamic. And I just think the injuries plague them. And they won 11 games last year, which honestly I think is a miracle when they had Malik Willis, who cannot throw the ball, play quarterback for them in multiple games.
I'm not sure you should be allowed to say the words, I love this Packers team.
I do love this Packers team.
As he's
just
wearing
gross.
a
It sucks,
Vikings
man.
I
quarter
think
zip.
I have to quit this
absolutely
podcast.
sucks.
He's wearing a Vikings quarter zip over there.
I just think
Is that shirt burning on you right now?
You're canceled. See you later.
Packers. I think Packers are the top team in the division, and then Detroit, and then I think the Vikings. Now we can get into the Vikings here because
Here's
there's
the
a
good
lot.
news. Matt's always wrong on these early
I was
ones.
literally just
So
going to
it's
say,
going
Trevor,
right.
we don't have to
That's
worry
Say that
about
we're
anything.
going to bomb it. We're
That's
going to
true.
lose all our games.
We don't have to worry about anything.
I think I have more faith in JJ McCarthy than a lot of Vikings fans
No,
do.
you just ruined the day.
I really do. I think Justin Jefferson being injured right now, Jordan Addison getting suspended, they're floating out all these ideas of trading for a veteran wide receiver. It's a little concerning.
Over under
Yeah.
11 games. There's people that don't even have them
The
winning
problem is
9.
Our schedule is rough.
It's hard.
it's pretty tough.
Yeah. Well, I say 11
don't
because I
doubt
think they're going to win more than
McCarthy
9,
either.
but there's people saying that they're not going to win 9 games next year.
I
Fine
think
with McCarthy. Our offensive line looks amazing, or on paper.
I think if they make the playoffs, and I do think Minnesota will,
Okay.
they will be the
So
last
you
team
think
in.
3?
I think 3 teams
again.
again.
Wow,
Yep, I do.
that's tough to do twice.
I do. I think 3
is
teams
hard
from
to
this
do.
division will be
Dang.
in.
So he needs your Commanders to fall apart.
Yeah.
The Bears, honestly, I've got nothing to say about them. I got to see it. You got to show me Caleb Williams. I don't think it's going to
Honestly-
happen this year for sure for them.
I can't see it changing that much for them, but
Ben Johnson, obviously major upgrade, but it's going to take more than a year for him to understand that system. Caleb Williams to understand that system. Like, I got to see it. They spent an assload of money on their offensive line. That's fun and great. It doesn't matter if your quarterback is like the 18th best guy in the NFL.
well, I think they also have the problem of like even if they become okay, they're still playing in the NFC North. Like
Yeah.
they got
Yeah.
tough lineup even if they're playing the worst
Right.
schedule of the NFC.
No
North.
game is a gimme.
Yeah.
First week, Vikings are at Chicago on Monday night. We were talking about it before we started.
Mm-hmm.
I want nothing to do with that game.
Yep, no idea.
Easily the Vikings could lose that game. That's a big spot. Chicago has always been problems for them. I just want to stay away from it.
And it's
Just wanna
week
stay
1.
away. Exactly.
You never know what happens on week 1.
Do you guys want to do some over-unders?
Sure.
I want to actually run.
Oh, you need to say that last team. What was the last? What were we talking about?
Washington.
There's 4 teams.
It was Washington.
Surprise teams or whatever.
I said Atlanta.
Oh,
I said
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Okay, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
one.
Hot Atlanta, baby.
Yeah.
Michael Penix Jr. is the new Phillip Rivers.
Mm-hmm.
Love that man to death. Drake London last year had a 60% target rate in the red zone. That is blowing everybody out of the water. Now, and this is with Kirk Cousins and Michael Penix last year. Now you actually have a competent quarterback in there, not Kirk Cousins. Just saying.
Well, you think?
I think their offense is going to be dynamic. Bijan is incredible. Their offensive line is probably like top 12, top 11, whatever. Darnell Mooney had some nice games last year. Kyle Pitts can go fuck himself. But, like, I think they've got some potential. They play in a bad division.
Yeah.
I think Tampa might take a little bit, or is going to take a little bit of a step back. The Saints are going to be garbage. I think Carolina could be fun.
I do want
be
to.
fun.
I do want to do this with you guys. I want rapid fire. I'm going to run through the Vikings schedule.
Okay.
I'm going to say win or lose, and
Okay.
then if you want to get into some comments, you can get into some comments.
All right.
Week 1, Bears Vikings.
Win.
Pass.
Pass.
I would
Full
love
pass.
to pass.
Actually,
but
you
I'm
just
going
passed.
with-
No.
It should be a win.
So you're saying a tie?
No, no, God, no. No, I think they will win.
I'm going in order for weeks, so I don't have to just keep repeating the weeks. Falcons, Vikings.
Win.
Bengals, Vikings.
Win.
I'm gonna. Is it home or away?
I think that's at home.
Week 3, they hadn't figured their crap out.
Yep, that's
till
at
week
home.
6 or something.
So they're away for the Bears. They're home for the Falcons. They're home for the Bengals.
I will give them the W over the Bengals then.
In Pittsburgh.
No, it's in Dublin.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna
For a
say
win.
that's gonna be a win.
Yep, that's September 28th. Yep. And then the next week
That's a good
is going to
start.
be in somewhere overseas. Browns.
They're gonna be in London.
That should be a win.
That should be a win.
Technically both away games for them, actually. But yes, they're
But
away.
counts
away.
against how many home games they have
Yes.
this year. It's
Yep,
great.
yep,
Yeah.
Yeah, which is dumb.
And here's where it goes south. probably.
Eagles.
Oh, loss.
Loss. And a bad one at that.
No. Yeah.
At home.
It's
Bad
at
loss.
home.
They're at
Yeah.
home.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We're going to get smoked.
October
30.
19th.
30 to like 2.
Chargers.
2. That's impressive, though.
30, Chargers.
Vikings, Chargers.
Is it in LA?
It is in LA.
That's a loss.
Toss-up, but I'll say a loss because
So you have them
at
at
this part being that good
you have them at
record.
2 losses right now.
Yep.
So you went pass, win, win.
Okay, I'll
Win,
say win
win.
over the. I'll
That was
say
a
win
tie,
over the
according
Bears.
to Matt.
I'll say win over the Bears.
What'd you say for the Bengals again?
Win.
Okay, so you have them going undefeated until they face the Eagles.
Yeah, and then they
Deal.
get smoked. They make up for all
Eagles,
those points. they won by.
Chargers, and then they go to the Lions November 2nd.
Loss.
Lose.
And then the Ravens,
Lose.
Loss.
home against the Bears,
Win.
Win.
away against the Packers.
Loss.
The 23rd,
A loss, yeah.
Seahawks.
Is it away?
Yeah, where is
It is away.
Loss.
Home against the Commanders.
Well, hold on. You're wishy-washy. I think Seattle's got like probably the best defense in the NFL.
I do think Seattle's really good and we'll have a... I think it'll be a close one by loss, I guess.
Fellas, I need to somehow, some way pull Commanders tickets.
Is it in Minnesota?
It is in Minnesota
Nice.
this year.
Ooh.
December 7th.
December 7th.
I will do
okay.
my best.
Well,
I
if they
think-
have a crappy start, it might even be a pretty good price.
I think they will beat Washington.
Okay. Cowboys.
I think Washington's going to
Dallas.
beat us. Want to change it.
Okay. They will beat the Cowboys.
I hate
Giants.
when we play the Cowboys, I never trust
In
it,
New
but
York.
I'll say win still.
Okay, they're going to beat the Giants.
Giants, we're going to win until the playoffs.
Vikings at home. Oh, duh, Vikings at home. Lions, Vikings at home. December 20th.
Loss.
December. Christmas game.
It feels like a loss.
It's a loss.
And they're ending the year at home against the Packers.
I'm going with a win.
I'm going to say a win as well because they like absolutely have to have it, and the Packers don't have to have it at that point.
So if I'm going over this real quick, I heard what, 5 or 6 losses? Maybe.
Yeah, 7 losses.
Ish.
Yes,
'Kay.
7.
10-7.
Okay.
10-7.
That's
Okay.
fair.
I think that's nice.
And then we'll probably lose one of those early games that we said a win because you can't go that many in a row for unknown reasons.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So 9-8.
9-8. Okay.
There you go. I like it.
I think that's a good lead-in for the NFL over-unders.
Yep. Let's hit
Of
it.
trying to figure out who's going to do what here. So we got the top dogs here at 11.5 wins. Baltimore, Buffalo, Kansas City, Philly. You think you're going all over?
They're all. It was 11.5.
11.5.
I'm going-
Baltimore, what were the?
Baltimore,
Yes.
Buffalo,
Yes.
Kansas City,
No.
No.
Philly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Detroit, or sorry, 10.5 is Detroit and San Fran.
Yes and no.
No,
No
to
to-
San Fran?
Yeah.
What if I told you San Fran has the easiest schedule this year?
That would change my
And
mind.
they-
I would go yes for both of them.
Are they healthy right now?
They're-
fully healthy.
Well, some people on their team are.
Is everyone relevant healthy?
Their wide receiver group is decimated.
Okay, I'm still gonna go with under.
Okay. So for 9.5, we've got Cincinnati.
That's tough. I'm going under.
Can I say 9.5? No, you can't.
No.
Under.
Denver.
Over.
I hope over.
Over.
I'm gonna hope for
Okay.
over there.
Green Bay, I'm saying over for that for sure.
I
Kind of locked
think
myself
I'm going
into
to
that.
trust Matt on that one. I'm
with
going
like
over.
10 there.
Houston Texans playing a horrible, horrible division.
Under.
Under?
Yeah. They're going to blow up.
Okay.
What was it? It was at
9.5.
Over, but just barely. At 10.
LA Chargers.
At 10.5, under.
No, at
9.5.
9.5. Over.
Under.
Under by
Under.
half a game.
Okay. LA Rams.
Under.
Over.
Stafford's hurt. He's got a disc messed up in his back.
He'll be fine.
He's
He's always hurt.
He got an epidural. I've never heard of
He's-
that going into anyone
Oh, yeah.
who's not pregnant.
Oh, yeah. He's not going to have any feeling in his back the whole freaking
Do you
season.
think he ever has?
No.
Tampa Bay Bucks.
Still
9.5. Yep.
Under.
Over.
I'm gonna go under on that one.
Gambling on them.
I'm
They're gonna
a
surprise
little
us again.
I'm a little out on Tampa. And then the last one from the 9.5 is Washington.
I'm going to go over. I said 10 and
Under,
7.
but it's gonna be 9.
They're going 10 wins.
I'm looking at 7 wins.
7.
7 wins. Okay.
8.5 now. Arizona,
Under.
Under.
Chicago,
Under.
Dallas.
Under.
Over.
No.
They're just gonna surprise us this
Okay.
year somehow.
No, they're not.
Vikings.
Actually, they'll surprise us until they get to the first round, and then they'll lose.
Exactly. But that doesn't matter for this part.
Yeah, you're right.
Vikings. I mean, you and I just said that
Are we
they're going to go over.
Yeah.
You guys just
So,
said, I'll go over.
Yeah. Okay. Patriots. That's a
Under.
sleeper team that we haven't really talked a whole lot about.
Going under on that.
I'm going under.
I have got them missing the playoffs, and I'm going under. Pittsburgh,
Over.
What are we at again? 8.5 right now?
8.5.
They're going to get 9 games.
They would.
They will.
Yeah,
Despite
probably.
you. I'm going to say under. I'm fully out on that team.
I would like to. I think they'll go under, but they always surprise me. So I'm going with they have 8 wins.
How about Seattle?
Over.
Who's the quarterback? Geno?
Sam Darnold, baby.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna
Darnold's
pull
over
some
there.
magic.
Geno's
They're
in
going over.
Las Vegas.
Is he?
Yeah.
Over.
Okay. I'm going to go under because I don't have my boy Sam Howell, because you know who does? The Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, they do.
That's why I'm
the
not worried
reason.
about all those losses.
Has he been playing this
Who
preseason?
is their backup?
Not well.
How many interceptions?
Too many.
Yeah, he's our new Nick Mullins.
He's looked very
I
bad.
love
Who is Seattle's backup?
Yeah.
Jalen Milroe from Alabama last year.
This next one surprises me. On this
7.5.
7.5.
Atlanta Falcons. I'm
Over.
For
I am
everyone-
hammering that over so hard.
Yeah, for everyone
Yeah.
saying they're a sleeper,
What
I'm
did they
going
have
over.
last year? Didn't they have 8?
It's pretty close to that.
I thought they had 8.
Over.
It was pretty close. I think it was 7 or
Okay.
6 or 7. Indy. Under.
I'm going over. Daniels is rejuvenating his career.
Stop. Just stop.
I hope you're right.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
1 year,
Under.
15 mil. He's going to crush it.
I'm going under on the
I can
Jags
never
too.
trust
Under.
Jacksonville ever again.
And then the Miami Dolphins. I am hammering the under on this.
Yeah.
You have to go under because who knows how long Tua is going to be playing.
They are a broken ass team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a fun head coach.
6.5. We got Carolina.
Under.
Come on, do it. Say it from your
Under.
heart.
I have to go under.
I'll say over. That's fun.
I think it'll be close though.
Las Vegas Raiders, who I have making
Under.
the playoffs.
Nope.
Over.
You have them making the
I do.
playoffs?
I like them.
Wait, Who do they
Okay.
have now? Who's running the show here? They have
Come on, Pistol Pete. Pete Carroll.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Come on, baby.
I'm
He's
going-
80 years old and just decided I got to get back into
I'm going
coaching
under.
NFL. All right.
Under as well.
I have them making the playoffs. Ashton Genty, Brock Bowers, Geno
That's why
Smith,
we're going under. is 'cause
Max
you have-
Crosby, baby.
making the playoffs.
All right. 5.5 New Orleans. That is a lock under, my boys.
Yeah, I think it's
Under, yeah.
That team is going to win 2 games, maybe.
Well, now that you say that, over.
Okay.
No, it's under.
Now we got the New York teams, Giants
Under
and Jets.
and under.
Under.
Giants. I hope the Giants do well just for Kenny's sake. I don't know if he listens to these podcasts.
Send it to him.
Do you
Well,
get his
yeah,
emails?
I love when he roots for them.
Yeah. Well, that's his team.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But
They're ass,
'Cause
Kenny. They're ass, dude.
They're flowing in the preseason though.
Okay, well,
they're
great.
flowing.
That's great.
at least he's fun about how bad they are.
I'm going under.
And we got Tennessee Titans.
under. I don't
Their
even
new
care what
stadium
number you're
looks sweet.
saying.
What
Well,
if
it's not done yet, but
what
their new
if-
stadium looks cool.
what if we have an incredible Cam Ward year?
That-
Who is not being talked about all that much?
That would be
being
fun.
the first overall pick. Like, I don't know. Maybe he balls out. He's got Calvin Ridley.
He does
Like
what
he's got Tony
Washington
Pollard. Like
did last year.
yeah, you know.
Honestly, he
It's a little
could.
fun. You know, whatever.
And they
I'm-
still go
It's
under.
probably going to help him that no one's talking about him because he's just going to go out there and slang it and see what
I
happens.
am gonna say under
What's
because
their defense like though?
their defense is really bad.
Yeah, that's
it's
the
probably
problem.
the
So
last.
he can score.
How's their
35, he
offense
pull
though?
a
Can you
Bengals
just
thing.
put up points?
I mean, as long as they keep him alive.
True.
That's the other part of the
So
problem.
no.
So, I want to. I would probably put them at 5 wins, which is better. And then last but certainly not least, the Cleveland Browns 4.5. That is under
be
my
under.
boys.
Go under, and hopefully one of those wins is not
But-
against the Vikings
What
overseas.
did
Be
they
tough.
have last year though?
Oh God. Maybe
Who's their
Did they
quarterback?
make it over
3
4.5?
wins.
Oh, that was a
4
dumb
wins.
question. Flacco's their quarterback.
Flacco for week 1.
He's
Then you get to roll the dice with Dylan Gabriel. And
Dylan
Kenny
Gabriel. Did
Pickett
you see
and
that
Shador
comment he made?
Sanders. Well,
That's a bu- I
some
love that.
shade.
I love
There's
that
some shade,
comment.
man. There's
I'm a
some shade.
competitor, not an entertainer. It's so good.
Yeah, he I know what he's doing. He's it's a crowded quarterback room.
Oh, there's 5 of them.
He's trying to position himself
crazy.
into a spot. That's
Can't
fine.
get rid of any
but
of the
like
stuff they got going on.
Well, if they get rid of one,
I
you
don't
know,
like it.
the world's going to come down on them.
so these are my playoff teams. I've already shared
Yep.
some of them, but Philly, Green Bay, San Fran, Atlanta, Detroit, the Rams, and the Vikings. In the AFC, I got Baltimore the top spot, Buffalo, KC, Houston, Denver Chargers, and Vegas. Yes, I have the entire AFC West going to the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
So yours is broken.
Cheapers. Ladies and gentlemen, don't take that bet.
Take that bet,
Do
ladies
not.
and gentlemen.
I mean,
Do not
the
handle
payout's
that
probably
one.
fantastic.
Can you make
I want to
a
know. You
full
gotta find
playoff
those
bet?
numbers sometime here.
You can.
Can you just make the playoffs? So
Yep.
I can take these 7 and these 7 and just say, hey, I want this on one parlay and then another one on another.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can.
Maybe that should be a new segment.
Ooh, I like it.
the ridiculous parlays that are always going to
Yeah,
fail.
exactly. Fun payouts, though.
Those are easy to make. The ones that fail.
With those playoff teams, we talked about it early, so we're going to end this one with Super Bowl predictions. Are you still going with what you started with? We started the combo
Yeah.
tonight with our Super Bowl predictions or Super Bowl talk with the Phillies, if they can repeat. If
With the Eagles.
if Kansas City can do it again, is Buffalo going to get over the hump? Are the Ravens going to get over the hump? Are you sticking with your Philly? And I don't even know if you pick someone else to go with them.
I want
Didn't admit it.
I want some change.
Me too.
So I'm going with Philly and I'm going with Baltimore.
I'm going Philly Bills.
bold. That means I have to be the tiebreaker because I don't want to pick the Chiefs either. So Philly.
I didn't pick
and-
the Chiefs.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm the tiebreaker between you two because my
Oh.
two would be the Bills or the Ravens.
Yeah, I went
and
Philly
haven't-
Bills.
I think I lean towards the Ravens.
I
think
want
they're
it
the
to
better
happen,
team.
man.
The
Okay.
Bills are just. I love the Bills too, but like,
I will also throw that out. If the Bills got there, I would be pumped.
yeah,
Mhm.
That would be great. Honestly, Ravens or
I think the
the
Ravens.
freaking
just
Bengals again.
overall
Who
are
cares,
a better
man?
Team a
Just
little
a
bit.
team that is not the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl
Yeah.
from the AFC.
Go Broncos.
That is what I'm looking for. Broncos would be insanely fun. However,
Go Washington.
I could not let Sean Payton live that life. I would have to intervene some way.
Go.
I'm not going to say what
That's
I
a
was about
threat.
to say, so
Go
yeah.
That is a threat.
Washington.
Yeah.
And on that note, that is a great way to start the NFL preview. We have a long season ahead of us, not only here on the podcast, but also the NFL season. Lots of primetime games for our teams this year, guys. Washington's got quite a few primetime games. The Vikings have quite a few primetime games. Both have very tough schedules, so it'll be very interesting to see who comes out on top. I already owe you guys for the Oklahoma City and Indiana series that
Yeah.
I am going to.
I'm still waiting on that. I don't know if you
no,
are.
it's coming.
Well,
It's
yeah.
coming. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
okay.
It's coming soon. Hopefully
Okay.
at the next recording.
All right.
I do also want to put another friendly wager out there.
Okay.
What team's going to have more wins?
Between
The Vikings and the Washington
Oh,
Commanders.
between
It's like-
Well, I mean, I would say the Vikings.
Because, well, I'm guessing both of you are going to go with the Vikings.
no, actually, I think it's really close
Because
I
they
said
are
both of them
close
were
when
gonna
it
make
comes to what people are thinking. They're both right
And I
around
also
that.
that was the only game I said the opposite of you, and I said Washington's going to beat us.
So where'd you get those,
Sure.
Matt? Where'd you get those numbers from?
Just a betting website.
Cool.
Yeah.
And weren't they in the same category?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I
that's
think-
why I'm going to throw out a little friendly wager. We don't need to come up with what that wager will be.
Oh, Washington is at 9.5. Minnesota's at 8.5.
Yep. I think
But-
that's still pretty close.
That's close enough.
Yep.
Because what did we come up with? That
Their game
Minnesota's
will
gonna win
decide
9?
it, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
That's
you're
what
right.
I think it was.
Who hops
and
the
so
one?
the fact that I said that they're going to win, I'm on actually.
You're on the
Washington
Washington side.
Okay.
You're on the Viking side.
I'm on the Vikings side.
We don't need to decide yet,
Okay.
but we'll put a little something on it.
I would
Put a little
like
something
to
on.
see the
Long
Washington
term, another
schedule first.
another long term bet.
Sure. Sure.
Deal.
I don't know
like it.
Washington's whole schedule, so
They have a very difficult one.
They have a tough
yeah.
one.
But
no,
you already locked it in, so
He did lock it in.
it's debatable.
you're against us.
That's fine.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. JJ McCarthy's going to be slinging that shit right in Jaden Daniels' face.
What if that game they both go off for like 450
That'd
yards?
be beautiful because you're going
45 to
because you're going to
50.
be in attendance.
We're all going to be in attendance.
We're all gonna be
I'm
in
going
attendance.
to try to pull some magic.
Gotcha. Hey, if
So tell
anybody
your-
wants to pay for our
tell
tickets
your
to go to
wives-
this game,
Tell your
we appreciate
wives
it.
that we're going to be
All
we're going to be
right.
gone.
All right.
Here you go, Trev. Before we sign off, here's the schedule. This is intense stuff, guys. We have a yearly bet that we're just going to have to sit
Philly
on.
win.
for the whole time.
It's gonna be awkward when like the Vikings or Washington are just a complete dumpster fire.
Oh, just absolutely horrible.
And you pretty much have to like pay the bet in like week 8, week 9.
Yep.
This would be
Yeah.
the worst thing ever, is if both are a dumpster fire.
That would be
It
yeah.
still comes down to the matchup.
They're both going for like 6-7 wins.
Yeah.
Week 1,
Yikes.
which is a Thursday night game. I will be hosting that first night. I got a good menu, just so you guys know.
I'm excited.
They're playing the Giants. Win.
Yeah, that's
Win.
a win.
Next week, Packers at Green Bay.
Keep my win
Loss.
tracker here.
Loss.
We're gonna win.
I'm going to say
We're
win.
gonna win.
I'm going to say
It's too
win.
early in the season for those crappy Packers.
right.
Raiders, I'm going to say win.
Loss.
Win.
Falcons, I'm going to say win.
I'm gonna
I'll
say
give it.
loss
I
there.
will give it to them.
Chargers, I'm also going to say win.
No.
Yeah, I'll take it.
No.
I'll go with
Bears,
you on
I'm
that.
also going to say win.
I'll
They'll
take
win
that.
that one.
And then this is where it gets iffy because then it comes to the Cowboys,
Yeah.
That's fine.
Chiefs.
Oh, Cowboys, they got that. Chiefs, no.
Chiefs will be. I don't know.
Is it in Arrowhead
Yes.
or okay?
Yeah, no.
No, they're not. winning.
Seahawks
Sure.
in Washington, but the
Yes,
Seahawks.
Sure.
I will give it to them.
Lions, but they have them at home. I still say
No.
say lose.
No.
Dolphins, they're going to crush them.
That's a 40-point.
Broncos, I think they're going to lose that one.
In
don't
Denver?
know. Yeah,
no,
where is it?
in Washington.
I say win.
In
Give them a win
Washington.
on that one.
I will give them a win.
In Minnesota on the 7th, which
Loss.
That's where I
I'm
already
gonna,
said the win. So that's already. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to pull some magic.
And
That's a
here's where
loss.
all the bad goes.
And then they got the Giants, Eagles,
Yeah,
Cowboys,
Bears.
Eagles.
Win against the Giants.
They gotta take at least one.
They're
against
playing
Dallas.
Beat the Cowboys. Lose to the Eagles twice.
They're playing the Eagles 2 times within 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That's real bad.
But it means we'll already know he won the bet.
Yikes.
By the time they play.
Pretty
Philly.
much. Yeah.
Deal. You heard it here, guys.
Okay.
And that's a wrap. Thank you so much listening to episode 32 of the podcast, our NFL preview. We will have a lot more information on the Vikings, Washington Commanders, and everything football as we continue to watch games, listen to games, and see how everything unfolds. Thank you so much for listening. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If this is your first time listening, we really do appreciate it. If you do have that bell and the notifications going, we also really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to send them our way, and we will be back in a couple weeks. Peace.